What is going on, everybody? My name is Mr. Ghostman, and welcome back to another video. And today I'm going to be showing you where all of the radio tower notes are. Keep in mind, the radio tower quest also has a backstory from a man named Danny Harper. But before we get into that, you want to make your way here to the left side on this little part of the island, which I call it Radio Tower Island. Technically, this is the second note that you will find, which the first one, the most common players find easy first, is right up there on the radio tower itself. So technically it's location number 2. So a few things before we move on to location 3. The story behind this is actually of a guy that's leaving these notes behind named Danny Harper and a fellow friend of his named Sam Reynolds. They explain how they had to sign a bunch of NDAs and form a company called Morton Pole. They're out there working on something that they didn't know about, and so there were some real strange activities actually happening around the island. So keep in mind the storyline is actually really good. The manual you'll see here is the one that you will find inside the little submarine, which is actually right next to this island. It's a few yards off the shore. You'll see some debris floating in the ocean. I think it's a tire, a box, and a couple wood planks. You look straight down and you will see the submarine, and you'll see the little circulated hatch. You do have to break off like 2 or 3 hinges. I think it's 2 hinges. I recommend a wooden spear because it seems to break it the easiest. Also recommend making some shark repellent, which is a few peppers and coca plants. The shark repellent will help and keep the sharks away. You kind of have to go in and out if you don't have shark repellent. So with that being said, let's go ahead and move on to location number 3. Okay, so location number 3 is going to be on Tower Island, as I call it. What you see ahead, that is the smaller island that also has the arc. So Tower Island is the bigger island that also has an arc and a cave, which we will show here in a bit. So this will be location number 3. You're just going to look for this field right here of old gear, a coffin, a cannon, another plane. Be careful of the leopard. He will get you. The note will just be right here sitting on these boxes. And right here, you can also find a few more blueprints as well. So a little quick tip on that. Again, we're going to get to an elevated area so that nothing can attack us as we see the note. So go to the radio tower, and you will find the third note that goes to the backstory of this quest. So uh, again, Danny Harper's explaining some weird activities that are happening around the islands. I believe it's from ancient time. He explains and goes into full detail how they're not allowed to do certain things that they think are being hidden from them, etc. So, a good storyline. Definitely recommend reading it. Just makes you think, and it makes you want to look for certain things that they explain in that story around the islands. So, with that being said, let's go on to location number 4. Okay, so location number 4 is just going to be right up on this side right here. You'll see the big old arc, which is also, I guess, hole in the rock. Um, so yeah, you're going to make your way up here. You're going to want to cross that bridge platform. There is actually 2 notes up there. So I will show you both locations right now. Okay, so once you've made your way up here, you're just gonna come up here, walk across this bridge here, and another tip is you'll actually find a blueprint right here. So yeah, then you just continue to make your way here towards the right, right on this tree, kind of blends in. You'll find location number 4 is so yeah, it's not too hidden, easy to find. So you just go ahead and take that note, and it's going to add to your quest of the story. You'll see the completion hasn't gone up because the completion is the radio tower itself on repairing it. But you do want to find the back notes of the story because it will also give you other things you need to finish the actual quest as far as repairs. So it's why important to make sure you read the storyline because they're going to give you certain hints. And also, at the end of every note that Danny Harper is leaving behind, he will tell you that there is a digit at the end of this note, and that's how you will gather the code to open the lockbox. So you come up here to the radio tower. You'll already see that I've already spotted the other note for location number 5. It's going to be right here. Again, easy to find, not too far from location 4. And again, make sure that you read the storyline, because he's going to give hints and tips and clues on where the other ones are. And again, he's going to leave a digit after every piece of note that he leaves behind. Once you gather all of them, you'll get the full code. Now, I will tell you this, another tip for this game, that don't just find videos and people's codes that generate for them. It will not work. I have noticed that they're different codes. I have 4 different worlds on this game for being, or to be able to provide these tips and guides for you guys. So I noticed that the box code is different for each one, so it generates your own code. So let's move on to location number 6 of the radio tower quest. Okay, so after finding the last 2 notes, you're going to want to come down here. I'm taking a different route because I went to go look at something that I thought I saw on the other side of this island. So you're going to come here to where the hole in the rock is, and you're just going to make your way here, and to the left, actually, you will see a cave. So it's going to be in this area right here that you will see the cave at, which is right here. Now we're coming into a closure on this story. There is one more thing we're gonna have to look at after, but I'm gonna explain to you who this is right here. So you'll find 2 blueprints, a power box key, and a note. So this here that you see is actually Danny Harper. It's where he laid to rest, and he leaves you a power box key, 2 blueprints, and the last note, which is titled Alone. So once you get all the notes up to the title called Alone, he will have actually one more letter for you, which I will show you guys after. Now keep in mind, again, this will give you the closure to the lockbox, the black lockbox that's on top of the radio tower. Not specifically on the radio tower, but up on the mountain area. Again, it'll generate a code for you, which is why it's important you read through all the notes he leaves behind, because he's going to leave 1 digit at a time to let you know what it is specifically. The key is not to the lockbox. It's not to the black lockbox. It's actually to the power box that is actually on top of the radio tower that you have to get materials to repair and get it running again. So we are coming to an end of this story, and let's go ahead and let's go ahead and go over to the last location and the last letter that we have for Danny Harper. And there is one more thing right after that as well. So let's go ahead and head on over to that location. Okay, so this is actually the second to last note that you'll find for Danny Harper to get to the conclusion of the story, and you will be able to finish the radio tower quest. But there's an important factor that I'm going to leave you guys to go and hunt for yourselves. So again, you want to come up to the very top, and you want to look through the notes and get your code, and you want to input it into the black box here. Now, quick reminder that if you try to go to Danny Harper first and not get any of the other letters first, it will not appear. You have to grab a few notes, I believe, or I think you got to actually get them in order. Not specifically in order. Let's say you come across location 2, then 3, then 1, then 4, then 5, then it'll appear. But I think you have to have 6 on hand before you actually see the one appear. Or I believe you have to have 5 of them, because Danny Harper's note is number 6. So you have to have at least 5 of them. I don't think it matters in what order you get those, but if you just try to go strictly to Danny Harper, the note won't appear. That's just based off my experience in creating different worlds, so it can be different for you as well. So let's go ahead and open this lockbox real quick. Okay, so once you open your lockbox, my code was 170046. You will see the last note that Danny Harper leaves you, along with a GPS radar slash tablet. Now, it's very important that you read the note, because on this note, and well, fact, this is where I'm going to kind of leave you guys on a cliffhanger, to not ruin the full experience of hunting, and exploring and investigating and solving and finishing these quests. So, in this note, Danny Harper explains how him and his friend Sam Reynolds get separated, and he wants you to go and find his friend Sam Reynolds, who is missing, and he has what's called the GPS tags on him, which he is in that island right there. That is all I'm going to tell you guys. I call it Plain Island. It's the one of the I think it is the biggest island in the game with the biggest plane. So on the island you will find Danny Harper, or not Danny Harper, Sam Reynolds, which again I'm not gonna show you because I want you to go and look for him. Just know he is sort of on a cliff on the mountain, and that's all I will tell you. And I do know that for a fact because prior to playing another world, my main world, I had went up to the lockbox, and then when he told me to find the GPS coordinates, I just remembered where all the human remains were, and I went back, and sure enough, I ended up finding him, and he was actually the first spot that I went to go investigate, because I had a feeling that that was him. So, yeah, he is on the biggest island with the biggest plane, kind of on a cliff, and you will there find the GPS tags, and I believe there's also a note that Sam Reynolds leaves behind, which also is going to explain something cool and creepy at the same time. From there, you'll be able to just gather the materials and repair the radio tower, and then from there, you shall figure it out, because I don't want to spoil the rest of the game for you guys. So, with that being said, I hope this video has helped. I hope you had fun. I hope you've been having fun playing this game. In my opinion, it's probably one of the best survival games I've played in a very, very long time. And there's an update coming out tomorrow, which I'm super excited about, to see what they're actually going to fix in this game, or if they're going to add anything, etc. So, with being a game world like this, kind of open world, I'm excited to see what they're going to bring. More quests, more islands. We never know. So, again, if this video was helpful for you, please drop a like, and hit that subscribe button if you want to see more videos. I will be doing another video on the Logan Harper quest. Apparently, some of you guys aren't getting the full completion of finding the notes. And I will get to that and figure out exactly if there's something missing from each world that I create. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. It's your boy, Mr. Ghostman, and I'm out. Peace.